What if I told you that a garbage truck driver earning $6.25 an hour who was born with polio and walks with a metal brace could build a personal brand that generates $1.25 million a month? Well, that's exactly what Myron Golden did. And today I'm going to break down the exact strategies that he used to build a personal brand empire that could make you wealthy, whether you're in coaching, consulting, content creation, course selling, or any expertise-based business. Now, if you don't know me, I'm Shane Hummus, and I've grown my own YouTube channel to over 1.2 million subscribers, and I make multiple six figures a month from YouTube and my personal brand. And I've helped over 20 people reach 7 figures annually. And I started off with $300,000 in debt from my pharmacy degree, so I understand what it takes to build something extraordinary from nothing. And Myron Golden caught my eye because I think he has one of the best stories and personalities in the business. So let's start from the very beginning. Myron Golden was born in Tampa, Florida, into a working class family. But here's what makes his story remarkable. He contracted polio as an infant, which left him with a permanent limp and requires him to wear a metal brace on his left leg to this day. Now, most people would see this as a limitation, but Myron would later turn it into an asset. More on that later. Now, after starting his own family, he found himself working as a garbage truck operator, earning just $6.25 an hour and struggling to make ends meet. So personal brand strategy number 1 is to turn your struggles into your story. And this is an unbelievably important lesson. Myron didn't hide his disabilities or humble beginnings. He made them center to his personal brand. And his book, From the Trash Man to the Cash Man, literally puts his transformation front and center. Your struggles aren't weaknesses. They're your unique positioning in the marketplace. And your story is your moat. It's the one thing that nobody else can ever copy, right? Any marketing tactic or strategy can be copied and modeled, but nobody can copy your unique story and your personality. So lean into it and leverage it. But here's a detail that shows his determination. When Myron started his side business while working as a garbage truck driver, he didn't make a single sale for over a year and a half. Now, most people would have quit. Myron kept going. Now, here's where Myron's approach gets unique. And this is something most business coaches completely miss. From day one, Myron built his personal brand around biblical principles, not just business tactics. Now, this is something that other massive personal brands like Dave Ramsey have done with much success as well. And this leads into personal brand strategy number 2. Find your unique worldview while other business coaches are teaching generic strategies. So Myron positioned himself as the guy who teaches wealth building through biblical principles. And he created the Bible Success Academy and regularly speaks at churches. So this isn't just marketing. It's authentic positioning that attracts a specific, loyal audience. And as Myron puts it, just like there's a law of gravity, there are certain principles in business that help people succeed. And he describes these as God's automation. Principles like sowing and reaping that work whether you believe in them or not. Now, I will say I have seen some very, very cringe personal brands out there where it's obvious that they aren't very religious, but they're just using religion as a marketing tactic. So please don't do that. And to be honest with you, I have faith as well, but I typically don't mention it very much when it comes to content creation because that's kind of sacred to me. But with that being said, I probably should mention it more often because again, it's a way for me to more authentically express myself and tell my story. And this brings in personal brand strategy number 3. Integrate your values into your business model. So this integration of faith and business isn't just talk for Myron. It's built into every program that he offers. For instance, his Make More Offers challenge incorporates biblical principles, and his high-end coaching focuses on creating living legacies that honor God. And this authenticity creates deeper connections than pure business advice ever could. But Myron didn't just rely on his story and worldview. He systematically built credibility in the business world. And he worked with industry leaders like Russell Brunson, spoke at ClickFunnels events, and even won the 2 Comma Club Award, meaning he generated over $1 million in revenue through sales funnels.
Quick break. This video is sponsored by me. Most of you don't know that I actually have my own coaching program on personal branding and then growing and making money on YouTube. And this is good for complete beginners, maybe even people who just want to get a job by growing their personal brand, all the way up to people who are very advanced on YouTube. And they get to work directly with myself and my team to help them reach their goals. Now, we are opening up 3 to 5 spots, and this is pretty rare. We usually don't have these open. We usually only limit them to select people. But we're opening up 3 to 5 spots, and you can check those out down in the description and the pinned comment below. And in this program, you'll get to work directly with myself and other people who are highly successful on YouTube. Just as an example, Sean was able to go all the way from being stuck, not making very much money on his channel, to making over $500,000 a month. Now, that's an example of one of my more advanced students, but there's lots of examples of people who started off from scratch and they got to 5K a month, 10K a month, etc. So check that out down in the description and the pinned comment below.
So personal brand strategy number 4 is to associate with established players. Notice that Myron didn't try to build his brand in isolation. He strategically associated with well-established figures in his industry. And he spoke on their stages, and he collaborated with them. And this borrowed credibility, as well as accelerating his own brand building exponentially. So here's a lesser-known detail. Myron spent years speaking at smaller events, often for free, to build his reputation and perfect his message. And he understood that every stage was a stepping stone to bigger opportunities. So personal brand strategy number 5 is to master the art of public speaking. And boy, is Myron good at this. In fact, he's one of the best that I've ever seen. Myron's ability to command attention on stage became central to his personal brand. He didn't just teach business. He became known as a captivating speaker who could sell 55,000 to 1 million packages from the stage. Yes, you heard that right. He's sold $1 million packages from the stage. And this skill alone absolutely blew up his income potential. Now let's talk about how Myron built his digital presence. His YouTube channel has over 1 million subscribers, and across Instagram, Facebook, and other platforms, he's got millions more. So personal brand strategy number 6 is to give away $1 million content for free. In other words, give value and expect absolutely nothing in return. And here's what's brilliant about Myron's content strategy. He gives away what most coaches charge for. And he says your free content should be so valuable that people would gladly pay for it. And this builds massive trust and positions him as the expert who holds nothing back. And his content calendar is consistent. Every Monday and Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, he delivers in-depth business training. And this consistency builds anticipation and loyalty among his audience. And this brings us to personal brand strategy number 7, create premium content consistently. Most entrepreneurs create content sporadically. Myron treats content creation like a professional broadcasting schedule. This consistency trains his audience to expect value regularly and positions him as a serious authority. And his audience watches him almost like they watch a weekly show. They know when his content's gonna drop and they anticipate it every single week. Now here's where Myron's personal brand strategy gets really interesting. While most coaches compete on price, Myron went the opposite direction. He charges $250,000 for speaking engagements and $25,000 per hour for high-ticket consulting. So personal brand strategy number 8 is to position yourself as premium from day one. Myron teaches that it's easier to make a lot of money in a short period of time than to make a little money over a long period. And his entire brand is built around serving premium buyers who value transformation over saving money. And this isn't just theory. Reports indicate that his monthly earnings range between $2 to $3 million, with our very conservative estimate of $1.25 million per month for this case study. And that's over $15 million annually just from his personal brand alone. So personal brand strategy number 9 is to focus on outcomes, not hours. Because unlike traditional consultants who sell time, Myron sells transformations. And his programs like the Make More Offers Challenge promise specific outcomes, like helping participants skyrocket their business revenue by 1,280%. And this outcome-based positioning justifies premium pricing. He's not just selling his time, he's delivering a transformation. But what really sets Myron apart is his signature system, Boss Moves. Now, this isn't just a catchy name. It's a systematic approach that he's trademarked and built his entire high-end program around. So personal brand strategy number 10 is to create your own methodology. So even if you're teaching exactly the same thing as other people, you have to make it sound like it's different and new. So just as an example with Myron, his boss moves are lead generation, ascension, which is getting customers to buy more, premium value offers, and retention, which is keeping customers longer. And by systemizing his approach, Myron created intellectual property that he could scale and license. And his Make More Offers Challenge runs multiple times per year, attracting hundreds of participants at $97 for general admission and $297 for VIP access. But here's the genius. This isn't his main income source. It's his lead generation system for his high-ticket programs. So personal brand strategy number 11 is to use low-ticket offers to qualify high-ticket prospects. And the challenge serves as both a profit center and a qualification system. People who invest $97 to $297 and implement the strategies become perfect candidates for his $25,000 an hour consulting or other premium programs. Now, Myron also understands the power of authorship for building authority. His books include From the Trash Man to the Cash Man and Boss Moves, and these are bestsellers that generate both direct income and credibility. So personal brand strategy number 12 is to write books to build build authority, not just income. And his book Boss Moves reportedly earns around $19,000 a month. But the real value is positioning. Being a best-selling author opens doors to speaking opportunities, media appearances, and high-level partnerships that pure business coaches can't access. And this authority positioning allows him to charge premium rates that would be impossible without the credibility that comes from being a published author and recognized expert. So personal brand strategy number 13 is to leverage multiple credibility channels. Notice Myron doesn't rely on just one form of credibility. He's an author, speaker, course creator, consultant, and social media personality. And this multifaceted approach makes his expertise undeniable and his personal brand unassailable. But here's what most people miss about Myron's success. He built systems that work without him. The Bible Success Academy offers ongoing training with foundation videos, weekly audios, and monthly content. And King Solomon's Court is his high-end mastermind for 7- and 8-figure entrepreneurs. So personal brand strategy number 14 is to create recurring revenue systems instead of just selling one-time courses. For instance, Myron built membership sites and recurring programs. The Bible Success Academy operates on a subscription model, creating predictable monthly revenue that compounds over time. And he even created an affiliate program that pays 72% commissions, turning his customers into his sales force. And this is personal brand building at its finest, getting other people to promote your expertise because they believe in it so strongly. So personal brand strategy number 15 is to turn customers into evangelists. Now the high commission rate isn't just generous, right? He's not just doing it out of the kindness of his heart, although he does seem like a nice guy. It's strategic. When people make significant money promoting Myron's programs, they become invested in his success and credible advocates for his methods. Now today, the Myron Golden personal brand generates income from multiple different streams. His $250K speaking engagements, $25,000 an hour consulting, book royalties, course sales, membership sites, affiliate commissions, and social media partnerships that earn him approximately $4,500 per sponsored post. But what's most impressive is the leverage that he has created. His personal brand now works for him 24/7, and his books sell while he sleeps. His courses generate revenue automatically, and his social media content attracts new prospects continuously. So personal brand strategy number 16 is to build assets, not just income. And the difference between Myron and most entrepreneurs is that he builds assets that appreciate and generate passive income. His books, courses, and systems continue producing revenue long after the initial work is complete. And this is the exact approach that I've used to build my own success in the wealth niche, creating systems and content that work around the clock to attract and serve my ideal clients. Now, as someone who has built a successful personal brand in the wealth space and have helped over 20 people reach 7 figures annually, let me share you what Myron's journey teaches us about building real wealth through personal branding. Personal brand strategy number 17 is to solve problems that people pay premium for. Myron focuses on helping entrepreneurs make more money, scale their business, and create a lasting legacy. And these are problems that people will pay 6 figures to solve. So if you're in wealth, health, or relationships, you're in markets where people invest heavily into solutions. And I'm not saying you have to shut down your low ticket or your medium ticket offers, but for those high ticket clients, you need to have something to offer them. So personal brand strategy number 18 is to combine authenticity with strategy. Now, Myron's faith isn't a marketing tactic. It's genuine, and he strategically built his entire brand around this authentic core. So your personal brand should reflect who you really are, but position strategically for your market, right? Show the real you. Talk about the hobbies that you have. Talk about the things that you're passionate about. Integrate that type of thing into your content, but do it in an informative, inspirational, educational, and maybe a little bit entertaining way. Personal brand strategy number 19 is to think in decades, not quarters. Now, Myron spent years building credibility before commanding premium prices, and he understood that personal brand building is a long-term investment that pays exponential returns over time. And back when Myron started making a personal brand, it did take decades to build. However, things have changed now with social media, systems, and AI. And this is something that I help my clients do. For instance, I've had clients that have scaled from $30,000 a month all the way to $500,000 a month within a 9-month period. I've had other clients that went from making basically nothing, less than $1,000 a month, to making over $186,000 a month within a couple years. And I've even had a client that went from 0 to 10K per month in 18 days. And this is what I call the hybrid personal brand, where you mix systems, AI, and software with traditional personal brand building methods. And you're able to do it 10 times more efficiently, 10 times better, and 10 times faster. If you'd like a demo call to apply to work with us and see if the hybrid personal brand method would work for you, then go ahead and book it down in the description and the pinned comment below. And this is all possible because of social media, systems, systems, and AI. And so what's incredible is the opportunities for building a powerful personal brand today are greater than ever, especially in niches like wealth building, health optimization, and relationships. And these are places where people actively seek expert guidance and they're willing to pay high ticket prices. So whether you're a financial advisor, business coach, health practitioner, or relationship expert, Myron's strategies can work for you. So position your struggles as your unique story. Integrate your values into your business model, create signature systems and methodologies, start with one channel but then build multiple credibility channels, and focus on premium positioning from day one. Now, the people I work with in my Content Growth Engine program, where I teach the hybrid personal brand methodology, use these exact principles to build personal brands that generate 7 figures annually. Now, some of them go up to 8 figures, and some of them are happy just generating 6 figures or just a full-time income. And this is not done by luck or going viral, but through systematic personal brand development. So if you're serious about building a personal brand that generates real wealth, not just social media followers, but actual systematic income that gives you financial freedom, then I want to invite you to book a demo call with me and my team down in the description in the pinned comment below. On this call, we'll analyze your current positioning, identify the biggest opportunities in your niche, and show you exactly how to implement the strategies that have worked for Myron, myself, and 20 plus other people that I've helped reach 7 figures annually. And this is done through personal brand development, but using the hybrid personal brand methodology, which nobody else knows about or teaches. This is a secret that until recently I kept to myself that I used to build my channel to multiple 6 figures a month. And this isn't about creating viral content, it's about building a brand that positions you as the go-to expert in your field, attracts premium clients consistently, and creates multiple revenue streams that work even when you're not actively selling. And you'll get tremendous value from the call itself, and if it makes sense, we can discuss working together to accelerate your personal brand development. So link to book your demo call is down in the description and the pinned comment below, but understand that we only work with serious entrepreneurs who are committed to building real businesses, not just playing at entrepreneurship. So we typically work with content creators that already have a big following and they want to properly monetize it and build systems, or we work with business owners that are already successful, but they want to build their brand and make money with social media. So if that's you, I'll see you on the call. Oh, and check out this video I did where I interviewed one of my clients, Sean, who we were able to help get from 30K per month and being stuck there for years, all the way up to 500K per month within 9 months of working with us. And you can check that out by clicking right here.